Skipper, after the test heroics at the Gabba, we now move into the white ball segment of the series. Just what are your thoughts firstly on that and looking forward to the series ahead?
Firstly, it was an inspiring performance. I'm very pleased with the guys. As we all know, it was a pretty inexperienced bunch, but it's great to see the guys can pull through and do something like that here in Australia. So this is very inspiring, something I hope that the younger generation would see, and even some of us who've been playing for a little while to continue in that stead. Just happy to see the guys pull off a victory like that in the last test.
And the upcoming ODIs, what would you looking to get out of that?
Something similar. Obviously, go on better. The test series was a drawn series, but we're here to win, man. That's the main priority for us. I think that we've got the right fellas in the arsenal to do the job. Got a bit more experience, I would say, than the test team. So just make sure that we tick our boxes and play our cards right, and then the rest will take care of itself.
Yourself and some other players in the squad have been off playing a little bit of franchise cricket, getting some good white ball experience. Just how important do you think that was in terms of preparing for this series?
I think any experience is good experience. It's always new to some of us in franchise cricket, but I think leaning on some of the other pros around the world, obviously understanding different conditions, the way they play cricket, the way they go about preparing, the way they go about actually executing their skills. So I think it's something that we can all pick up from one another. So whichever league we've been playing in, I think the guys can take some of that knowledge and bring it into our dressing room and then mesh with our own West Indian culture and then create a strong product. And like I said, it's great prep, and the year started pretty good for West Indies cricket, so it's going to be even better February, I would say.
As you mentioned, a few more experienced guys in this team, but also a few youngsters. Just your thought on the blend and how the leadership of this team sees it going forward, yourself and Coach Sammy.
Yeah, well, I think it's great to have that mesh, because sometimes when you have a lot of inexperienced or younger guys, it's hard for them or it takes a lot longer for them to learn. But when you have some more experienced guys who've been there a lot, and then you're mixing out with the younger crop, I think the development would show, and it will develop a lot quicker. So it's great to see that we have that squad currently. A lot of exciting guys as well, guys that I've seen for a long time. I just want them to continue doing what they're doing and then have a lot more consistent performances. But this is a great tour to showcase your skills, and playing against the Aussies in their background, I think it's going to be a great experience for the younger guys especially.
Just a word on your vice captain, Alzari Joseph. He's been playing a lot of cricket, ran in hard for the test team in the past 2 weeks as well. Just what he means to West Indies cricket, and what do you wish for him going forward?
Well, I think that when he's not playing, we need to put him in some bubble wrap, make sure he stays fit. But we need to get some proper rechargeable batteries to make sure he's fresh and ready to go on the 2nd of February. But he's one of those guys, man, that always gives his all for West Indies cricket, and I don't think that would ever change. So happy to have someone like him in the camp. He's been a leader on and off the field, and someone that I'm very pleased to have as my deputy.
Obviously, we have ODIs coming up, but just looking a little bit further ahead to the T20s, considering it is a T20 World Cup year, how crucial do you view these ODIs in terms of preparing for those T20s and eventually the upcoming World Cup?
I think it's more mindset based. We have to look at each game as a singular thing. It's not one series or the next series. You have to look to win every single game. Yes, I understand the process. You're not going to get that done. It's not humanly possible. But as long as we doing things to win games, I think more often than not we're going to get a lot more consistent wins under our belt. And then obviously, as you said, it's a World Cup year. So we have to look ahead, yes. But again, we have to take each game in stride. Again, we have a proper opposition to play. And with our squad that we have, I think it's going to be a great preview, somewhat, for the World Cup. So it's always going to be good practice, especially playing in different conditions. Yes, it's going to be a home tournament for us, the World Cup. But as I said, man, every single game you play, every time you cross the line, the aim is to win games. So it's going to be a good experience for everyone.
Obviously, first time back in Australia after some time for yourself personally. How much are you looking forward to the fans and the hospitality that's usually on offer when we're down here?
As you say, it's been a while. But when I came last time, I remember the crowd being very, very receptive to us. I think that they really enjoy the West Indians coming here in Australia. Like I said, our squad that we have here now, there's a lot of guys who haven't been on this soil before. So I think that in itself, I'm actually looking forward to see how our group respond to the crowd, the noise, the atmosphere. And it's something I always look forward to. I love playing in front of the fans, and MCG, we know the capacity here, so hopefully they can max out and give the new guys something to see for the first time.
Thanks, Shai.